Hi, it's Joy, and today I'm going to be watching Fargo Season 1, Episode 5. The 6 on escape. No, just look. Hi, it's Joy, and today I'm going to be watching Fargo Season 1, Episode 5, The 6 Ungraspables. It was Episode 5, I was correct. So yes, if you are watching this on Patreon, this is the unedited reaction. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is on Patreon as the unedited reaction. Thank you so much, Albert, for requesting this show. I hope you're enjoying my reactions to it. I'm really enjoying watching it. So thank you so much for being the one to prompt me into it. And yes, I'm so excited. This show has so far been completely unexpected. I never know where it's going to go. I still don't know where this show is going to go. There have been less murders than the first episode led me to believe, but I am enjoying it a lot. So yes, I cannot wait. Let's go. I feel like we should be at a barn dance. Who is it going to be and what are they buying? Of course, bright orange coat.
Oh, they put a lady's sock in there with the gents.
Why? I mean,
It's unclear.
They're all socks. Does it matter?
That's not for me to say. It's 3 pairs of socks.
I would walk out and probably not buy the shop, not buy the socks. It's probably actually a way to get people to pay more than they should. Because if you make people come up with it, they'll feel guilty. Honestly. Oh, so this was in the past.
Thought you were getting sad.
That's how he got the gun.
In the bag.
Anyone could shoot themselves in the face with an unloaded firearm. It's you.
That is very true. However, he will hit you in the head with a hammer. And then the police chief will end up shot with that. If I was with someone and they brought home a gun, I would be saying, the gun goes or I do. Or the gun goes or you do. If I can keep the house. See, in the middle of a burglary, you're going to somehow make it downstairs, get the straw, climb up there, get the gun, load the gun. It's not for protection. Guns aren't for protection. Not in practice. Oh, yeah, that's what did his hand. Oh. Oh, is the bullet still in there? That's why we're seeing this.
This is obviously...
Oh dear, what on earth is he doing?
I'm just guessing here, but, well, that Hess was not head stabbed by a girl.
No.
They're not going to believe that. They're professionals.
No, Malvo!
Oh, he does know his name. Oh dear, there was literally a toilet right next to you. You could have done that into.
Chief, there have been some interesting developments while you were...
Frank on the line. New storm data.
Yeah,
This storm is going to cause some kind of problem.
This case is... I know, but you were in Duluth, so I figured...
Left Knutson in charge.
Right. So, I made a call.
She still did it. She still found the evidence.
Lorraine, the man, broke the poor guy's nose, she said. The same day.
Chief, is that a yes on the baby plow?
So right away, I'm thinking...
It's a yes on the baby
who
plow.
got his nose broke the day Hess died.
Surely even he can't avoid this evidence.
Shortly thereafter are about Mrs. Nygaard and the chief...
You can't ignore this evidence.
Yeah, I'm saying he's not at his house. He's in a holding cell. Knutson says Lester took a swing at him.
I mean, we gotta talk to him, don't you think?
Yep. Check that hand.
I guess we better.
Okay, good. I'm glad that this new chief is actually going to not just ignore the evidence because she got it or because he didn't agree with how it was found or he thinks Lester's too pathetic to do anything. I hope these two end up happy. Preferably with Molly.
I need a police scanner.
Got a special on remote control helicopters.
Can you monitor police activity on it?
Doubt it. This one in pink.
Do I look like I want a pink police
Yes, you really do.
I don't know.
scanner? I don't have any friends.
Sad story.
And God brought 10 plagues upon the house of Pharaoh. We'll get the money.
Is that the plan working? Does he like to have video of when he's conquered somebody, like when he's got them where he wants them?
Do you have a closet that locks?
Yeah.
You're going in the closet.
And the money just...
Why would you give this man a drill?
on top of him? Father.
Please step in.
Sure.
Why would you? Why would
You
you?
know, I never even asked you.
Why are you so stupid as to try? At least he's not murdering you.
You're a smart guy. You'll figure something out.
He's not a smart guy though.
You bought me the tie. And you...
He needs medical treatment, so they can't question him yet. Is that it?
I didn't pin.
Yeah, okay, but... arrangements were made. And then...
This is not admissible.
No, you tell me. Things went south.
Is that what you're looking for then?
It is. Corruption. So their family next door is so weird. Why would you ever leave your curtains and blinds open?
I'll come to you.
Like, I'm good thank you.
What am I
Find the proof.
Yo, okay, but here's the thing.
You've solved it.
I'm no detective.
A rich man opens the paper one day.
Who is this
He
guy?
sees the world is full of donated kidney.
Okay,
The
like,
doctors do the surgery.
sure. You're giving away everything you
It's a
have
complete success.
is unnecessary, but give as much as you can,
After
rich
he
people.
knows he should feel. Only a fool thinks he can solve the world's problems.
You solve the ones you can.
Yeah, but you gotta try, don't you?
You've got to try to solve the things in your little corner. I mean, if everyone does that, the bigger picture looks good.
He's saying they're the kind you buy at a pet store to feed your lizard or...
God sent them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, well... So, I called
His son's
around to all the
actually
pet
solved
stores,
everything.
and wouldn't you know... Look,
I'll take you to the cabin.
Yeah, but
no buts.
If you trusted your
Just
son
do it.
and didn't think he was an idiot, he could solve this whole problem for you, delightful man that you are.
For an object.
Shotgun pellet looked like.
Yeah.
Had some fabric attached to it.
Still there. Lester would have called the number by now. I mean, Lester would, a normal human would have, to get it cleaned. He's already moved it. Because that would explain why he didn't hide it properly if he has.
It was the Romans, wasn't it?
They did build straight roads, that's true.
That's why I never bought into the Jungle Book. A boy's raised by wolves, he becomes friends with a bear and a panther. I don't think so.
You need to take everything so literally.
But the dog had other ideas.
Thanks for
Put the
this
shit behind
story.
the ear to get it off, because there are no saints in the animal kingdom.
I mean,
Breakfast and dinner.
he has a very consistent view of the world. It's a very strange view of the world, but is he gonna kill him or are they just gonna take the money and let him? Uh-oh. He's onto you. I'm scared for him and his daughter.
So what time do you want me to pick you up in the...
What is the plan going forward? I would not let him stay in the guest house any longer. I love this music. Bumbling along.
Yeah. Molly.
I ship these two.
Oh yeah, how you doing there?
I hope they're gonna live.
Pretty good.
I arrested.
Oh no, he followed him.
How come he? Plus, you know, it's dark
Oh, I'm
out,
scared he's
so
gonna get shot.
maybe go back out tomorrow. Yeah, I'd like that.
Look behind you.
Okay, so tomorrow then.
Oh no, he's gonna die.
Help you?
Oh, that's his neighbour.
You're not supposed to be here.
This guy
Oh,
is
no,
so
pretty
weird.
sure
Who is he?
I'm right where I'm supposed to be. You mean like sitting?
Don't be a nudnik.
Yeah, God, don't be a nudnik.
Just might be quick enough to save your life.
You don't want to threaten Mal though, because he is terrifying.
Maybe.
So you're being loud in the hall instead.
Yes.
all right, boys.
Is he finally gonna start listening to her?
Well, that's a baby, all right.
Smell her.
Which do you
You
wanna?
don't need details, just tell me you're taking care of it.
I'm trying.
I like that their friendship still exists.
I wanted Allie. And now he's dead.
So he gets Bernadette.
That man always knew how to win an argument. Because you're the babysitter.
The chief should be here. She knows. I love her. She's my favourite character for sure. But I'm very stressed. You're in trouble. Okay, so that was yet again another really good episode. I genuinely for a minute there I was really scared that like Grimly was gonna be stood there and then like he was gonna get shot or stabbed or something. So I'm glad that like he's still alive. I can still root for him to survive going forwards. I mean, I suppose from Malvo's point of view, he's got to be smart here. You know, he doesn't have any solid proof. You can tell that he's still onto him. That he needs to keep an eye on him. But if he were to just murder him, that would bring down a lot more attention than he needs. At the moment, he's still in the clear. You know, just having one somewhat ineffectual cop convinced you're evil is not going to be the end of the world. One of the things I really enjoy about this show is that they have just got the most random people in it. Like, and I think in some ways it's good because humanity is weird. We are all weird. We all do weird things and say weird things. And like this is kind of like an extreme, like eccentric version of that. Like the weird, like the woman across, he was like getting naked, or at least changing her clothes with the window open, knowing he was watching. And now the husband's come in and chat to him. Like they are weird. What I want to happen at the end is I would like for Molly, Grimley and his daughter to be happy. Now, I would actually quite ship them together. I think they both are police officers with their hearts in the right place. She is a little bit more successful, or you know, she's a better cop than he is, but she's kind of a good influence on him with that. So I don't know, I kind of like it they got together, but it's not the kind of show where like you ship people. I just really want them all to be happy. They are sort of good people that deserve it. So yeah, that ending part was very stressful. And obviously Lester at the beginning told the goons trying to investigate Hess about Malvo, his name. They've now got a picture of him, so they are going to be able to try and track him down. Now that could bring him back to Bemidji, that could bring him back to Lester, because Lester talked about him and he has that tape of Lester confessing. You know, like, I think he seems to just collect those tapes, maybe as insurance, but also I think just as so he can listen to them and remember how he bested people, remember how he put people in that spot. You know, remember, like with Lester, it's how he talked him into killing his wife, basically. With the supermarket king, it was with how he convinced him to give the money over. You know, he's still got his plan there. He still obviously wants to, I assume, get the money from him, maybe still murder him, I don't know, but you know, we need to figure out exactly what he's up to there. Like, is he planning on murdering him because that was a job he was hired to do and then grab the money, or is he just gonna, was he actually hired to find out who was blackmailing him and he's just gonna contact his bosses and be like, sorry, failed, and pretend. Like, I'm very intrigued about what his plan is there. You know, he's not someone that takes gambles or risks. He's very much, he knows what he's doing. He's terrifying as well. I don't know, I think with Lester, I was never entirely sure how he'd hurt his hand. I don't know whether that was just me being stupid or whether it was not obvious. I mean, I was thinking like somehow with the hammer did he do it? Was it when he was moving the washing machine? But that makes total sense. He was like, you know, you can shoot someone through someone else, that is possible. And so it was just one little piece of shrapnel inside his hand. That is damn, I mean, it's sort of damning evidence, but they already knew he was there. So he claims he doesn't remember that night, doesn't he? So he could just, well, maybe I was there when he got shot. I don't know. So the pieces are all coming together now. I think at the moment, Molly's theory of he hired him to kill Hess and then he was coming to get money back makes sense, you know. Because the real version is just completely messed up and it makes zero sense. You know, they had a conversation and he basically agreed to kill Sam for nothing, just because he felt like it. And then he came over to help him deal with his wife's body / you know, revel in the fact that he causes chaos in Lester's life and just killed the police chief to help him out. You know, like, it doesn't make much sense. In a way, if the official story is just the hitman thing, it would probably make, and like Lester not paying, it would probably make a hell of a lot more sense. And Lester would get off somewhat better in it. I mean, okay, yeah, like sure, like hiring a hitman is illegal, obviously, and I think it's the act of handing over the money or making the deal for the money that, I think making the deal for money is bad, but it's the official handing over the money that's like the most damning of evidence. But so maybe in that case he could get off with, you know, I didn't think he'd actually do it with Hess, which, I mean, that is the truth. I don't know that he'd get the harshest of murder penalties for that. He would get manslaughter or like murder 3 or something. You know, he would get a murder sentence, but he deserves one. But I feel like he could almost get away with his wife's murder, because if you say the hitman did it as punishment to him, then he didn't do it, he didn't cause that death. I mean, maybe it would count under felony murder, I don't entirely know. But, and the sheriff, I mean, he wasn't going to shoot him at all, he was going to shoot the hitman. But when she was looking at the blood splatter, I don't know whether she was trying to piece together the series of events, whether somehow she has a theory that Lester is more involved than he's letting on, more involved than just the amount she thinks. But I'm really glad that Molly is finally getting through to the chief, that he's starting to respect her a bit more and listen to her. And you know, when she finally sat him down and was like, okay, so you know I've been saying that Lester is involved, here is all the evidence. And then he was like, okay, yeah, sure, we should investigate him. When it's like she's been saying that from the beginning, and just because you think he's some dirty little dude, a little dude that got bullied at school when you were at school together, could still turn into a murderer, you know. So I think it's good that she's finally getting some respect. I hope that continues, and even to the point of when they were being really loud in the corridor and then she was like, oh yeah, you know, should you be doing that? He wasn't like, oh, stupid women, I'm gonna go be loud with mates. He was like, okay, yeah, we should leave. You know, I think that was for me a really good sign for Molly, that maybe she hasn't totally lost everything with the chief's death, because she was going to be like his next in line, and then obviously because he died before that could be made official, or because he died prematurely, like before he was going to leave the force, so like she wasn't in the position to take over. But she kind of lost out on a mentor and on someone that believed in her, so at least if this chief is going to actually rely on her. Now I'm still waiting on this storm hitting. It seems like it's coming imminently. They've been going on about it so much that if it doesn't feature, I will be kind of confused about why they had it. So I don't know what shenanigans that's going to cause. So yeah, the supermarket king dude, he has his money. He's seemingly going to give it away. Now his son cracked the whole thing that it was all a conspiracy, that God is not punishing you, some people would from a pedestal, and he didn't bother listening to him. I'm very intrigued about what's happening there, maybe what his plan is and what Malvo's plan is and where that is going to go. Obviously he's got the trainer dude in his cupboard. I mean, is that cupboard, is he going to leave him there forever, or will he go and get him once he's got the money? I mean, I'm intrigued about where that's going to go and how much Grimly and those goons are going to get messed up with it. But no, I'm really enjoying this so far. I loved the scene where Molly went to see Bernadette and Ida, and you know, she was like, are you dealing with it? I don't want any details just now, but are you dealing with it? And she said, yes, I am. Like, I really respect, like, I'm glad that there is still that bond there, that she's not kind of like, oh, you didn't save my husband, or, you know, not, I feel like she's always trusted Molly to solve it rather than the new chief, and I love that. So I'm very much enjoying this show. I'm kind of scared to see where it's going to go next. Like, I didn't think this show was going to cause me terror, but I genuinely felt that moment of terror because it's so kind of eccentric and out there. But that moment of terror when I thought Grimly might die, I was like, oh, please, he's too good, don't let him die. But I'm glad he didn't. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this show. Thank you so much, Albert, for sponsoring this. If you are on YouTube watching this in the future, please check out my Patreon where you can sponsor seasons of things, pilot episodes, all sorts. And you get the unedited reaction as well. So even if you are not, someone that wants to get pledged to the very highest couple of tiers to get the sponsoring, you can still watch all the stuff that I post if you're in all the tiers but the very, very lowest one. So yeah, please do feel free to check out my Patreon. And thank you again, Albert. And I love this show. Thank you for watching.